Hey, Bess Conversations Podcast. Happy Valentine's Day to the lovers and the friends and the side chicks if you're celebrating on Thursday or Saturday.
And the single people.
Into the, hey, y'all know how it is.
Side chicks get more praise than the single people.
Hey, Bess Conversations Podcast, man. This is episode 17. We just trying to set the vibe. Like I said, happy Valentine's Day. This is our Valentine's Day special. I am your host, Killer TV. To my right is my co-host.
You already know, Pear, P-A-I-R. Follow that on Instagram and YouTube.
All right, we got a bunch of special guests in here tonight. Shout out to Kayla. Kayla 1, I guess we're gonna call her. But we're gonna start this way and work our way around. Young lady right here.
I'm Kayla.
All right.
2, I guess. Kayla Belai.
All right, Kayla, what do you do for a living?
I am a wellness coach. So
Okay.
what does that mean?
Yes.
Essentially, I use yoga, nutrition, fitness, and also meditation to help people become a better version of themselves in whatever way that looks like.
All right. And Kayla, are you on the market? After people watch this, they want to know if you're on the market. This is the Valentine's Day special.
Size 6.5 on the market.
Okay. All right. Okay. We just
Express shipping.
It's almost like speed dating. You know, after they see this, you know what I mean? They gonna want to know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Now, young brother, what's your name? Speak to the mic.
Oh, facts. This your boy Jack Griff. Most on the radio, like that's what I do, like radio personality.
Okay. Word.
I know.
We
I
in
picked
here.
your page too, though. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
What's
like,
up? What's up?
Linking up.
What's
Working
up?
out here, creative.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Oh,
What's
radio.
up?
Big single, you did.
Okay. And are you single, my brother?
Oh yeah, no, that's why I put the plug in early. I was already.
Oh, Big Single. I was thinking like Big Single was like a song or something. I thought it was a song or something. I was like, Big Single, okay. Oh, no. He's Big Single. Big Single. All right, man. So, what was your name again, you said?
Oh, Jack Griff.
Okay. And for the ladies that's watching, what do you do? Like, what do you do for a living and all that good stuff?
I would say radio personality, TV host, like host most on the radio, one half of it.
Okay.
Co-host Quan Time. I would say we a production company, so radio is just one medium that we work through. So it's like me, I do like conversation, public speaking type of thing. Quan, he the video side.
Okay, shout out to Quan too. And we're gonna keep on going down the list. If y'all watched our decade special, she had some hot takes. Lovely Kayla, she's always doing amazing work behind the scenes, helping out my boy Millie McJagger, and helping me out too. So
Just to clarify, this is Kayla 1.
That's Kayla 1,
The one with the locks.
the one with the lock. So Kayla, the guys that's gonna be watching this. Are you big single too?
I am big single. I'm very single.
You say you single in real life.
Yeah. I'm chilling though.
You chilling though.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
I'm chilling. I'm cool.
I mean, she cool off for relationships.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
on.
just I'm plateauing right now. We're good.
Got you. So, and as we work down, we got the OG Dynasty. Dynasty, get closer too for the. Oh, there you go. Can't even see. Yeah, OG Dynasty. What's up, Dynasty?
What's up, Killer? What's good?
Chilling. My boy got them beats. If you need them, got them beats for sale if you need them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, married.
Best
Oh,
producer.
big married.
Big married.
Happily married.
Happily married.
Absolutely.
Him and his wife, Kiana. So we gonna work our way back over here to the single people.
Yeah. Because I got
Hey, we're getting our stuff together.
All right.
questions. So do y'all want to be single?
I do.
Or do you want to be in a relationship?
I want to be single.
Why?
I want to be single.
Why?
Because it's just,
Is it because
As
your
the
past
ex-
experiences?
I mean, that's not so much anymore. But it's just seeing the way the culture is out of dating right now and how it is. It's not my forte. It's not really where I want to be right now. So I'm going to wait till this phase is over.
What phase? Like, what are you?
The whole hookup culture, like, oh, there's no really getting to know that person. It's just moving too fast. Like, okay, slow down, chill out. Let's just see if this is even worth my or your time. Like, I'm not about to just hop into the bed with you and then we gonna figure it out. No.
So you'll say that's like the hardest thing about being single. Everybody just want to get to the bed.
As far as like with my experience, yes. It may be different for other people. So I'm just like, I'm cool with just me and myself.
Kayla too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. It's been a while for me. So, since, how can I put this? This is like, I feel like a lot of people, I hope a lot of people can relate to this. Celibacy is a real thing.
Okay.
So I've been working on that for about a year and a half. Been celibate for about a year and a half.
Yay! A year and a half. Jeez, I got a lot of questions. And you discover so much about yourself in this process. It has been literally a whole it's almost like you fall in love with yourself on a whole other deeper level, because you've completely removed all the physical urges and everything away, so you're no longer distracted by those things, and you're able to feed yourself in a different way. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, you become to see what really makes you happy.
Exactly. And the dating scene is completely different with this. When you approach someone in this day and age and you say, hey, we're not doing such and such and such until I actually know you, one of two things will happen. You'll discover a beautiful person that's either not ready for that step, or is just you get another friend, or another person actually recognizes, like, yo, like, I need to do something about this. This is a whole level of self-control that I've never. This is discipline. This is like self-love to a degree.
Yeah, I started off. Me and my wife started. I'm big married too. Me and my wife started off the year with a 15-day fast. No meat, just only like fish and no sex. So the first 15 days of the year, and after I broke that, I know. And after I broke that fast though, I felt amazing. Like the. Yeah, I just really felt amazing.
It's different for dudes. Like I tried it at one point in time.
Word up.
And it was like it worked for the period of where I needed, because it was like extreme focus. You feel me? Like at that point as a man.
Yeah,
like,
extreme focus.
How do girls react?
I mean, honestly, it was a harder temptation, because for the fact of, but it's like as a man, it puts you in a perspective of, if this what I want, what I gotta sacrifice. You feel me? And it's like, nah, you ain't even worth it, because it's like you ain't even talking to me about what I'm sacrificing it for. So it's like, if you knew that, then maybe you would get it.
So what made you want to make that decision?
Honestly, I think it was just at the place of where I was at in my life. You see what I'm saying? I guess at the
Absolutely.
time. So it's kind of like everything that was going on, I felt like I was doing too much. So with me doing so much, I was probably distracted, trying to be everywhere. So me trying to be everywhere, let me take my time and focus on myself, because I may be somewhere because, hey, she cute, I'm going to go there because she's there. You see what I'm saying? But as a man, we do that.
So how would you say that helped you at the end?
I mean, at the end of it, I feel like it gave me perspective, because I understand, like, now, even that's why I could relate when she was saying it, because I understand as a woman how, as a man, she feels, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Like, I could relate, but it's like, as a man, I know it's something that I don't want to permanently do.
Why?
That makes sense.
How long did you go?
I mean, 6 months. I did 6 months, like
That's
solid
good.
6
No,
months.
that's
But it was
solid.
like, it's like,
That's
you got to
good.
think about it. In my head, for me, perspective-wise, I kind of like playing like devil's advocate. So I like testing myself to see if I can prove to myself. Like, prime example, now I know I could do 6 months. All right, if it's a girl and I really like her, then I know I could take it there. But if it's a girl and it's like, all right, shit, jump off. All right, cool. I know this is what it is for right now. Let's take this moment, because I can identify. I can differentiate. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know it's like, all right, cool. This is worth the investment because this energy feel different here. But it's like, nah, like on this side, nah.
Is his social media plugged in there, ladies? That seemed like a good catch.
So do you feel like you gotta test the car before you drive it?
Shit.
Honestly, like, I feel like it's timing with things. Like, me personally as a dude though, we driven by that. So like, prime example, like I tell people, like, chivalry is 2 ways. So it's like, as a man, like, prime example, if you're a girl and you come to my house and you there after 12, like after 12, I'm probably watching porn or like doing some other shit. So wait, we can curse. Can we curse?
Yeah.
All right, but say less. I had to make sure.
I mean, shout out to my church people that watch this, but I can't control what everybody says.
Yes, and I apologize. It's all good. But it's like to me, when it comes to chivalry, it's like, that's why it's a 2-way street. Because if you stay after 12, then it's like you stand in my hours of when I'm in like my personal zone. So it's like me being on my personal zone, sex may be a part of that. Whether it's with you, if you there. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, if you're going to be respectful of that as a man, it teaches me, like, you got to leave before 12 if I want you to respect that. If not, you stay at the 12. You know I'm going to probably match the gas by 12:30.
Okay.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
All the men to answer this.
All right, go ahead.
If y'all are single, because I know all men ain't single in here, but would y'all date a virgin if y'all were single? Starting with Killer.
If I was single, I'd date a virgin. Hell yeah. You can mold that thing to whatever you want it to be.
What you mean?
What are you talking about?
Right. Exactly.
What you mean?
Explain, Killer.
Where's the ant button?
You know he can never work this thing.
The crickets. Y'all wanted crickets. It's almost like you got. It's like almost like got an open canvas. Like she can almost be whatever you want her to be. Almost.
What do you mean?
You gotta shovel and her just.
What do you want? Okay, so
like
how would you want her to
like
be
if I wanted her to be a freak, like I can train her to be a freak.
She's a virgin.
Yeah, I know, and no flex. That's all she gonna know, cause that's all.
Right.
She know.
I mean, like, look, this how sex supposed to be. Like,
but she's a virgin if she want to save it till a marriage.
oh
so
yeah, I'm saying, yeah.
You're not getting none.
Oh, you talking about
until you propose.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
he thought like you got.
She's a virgin. You ain't getting nothing until you.
I got to test drive the car first.
So you won't date a virgin,
especially before marriage.
So you won't date a virgin.
No. If we dating and when it's like a cool 6 to 9, we done dated, which is cool. But then like between 6 and 9 months, I want some sex, like for real.
So you dropping her? Are you cheating on her?
I'm not gonna cheat if I like her enough. You know what I mean? In my 20s, yeah, I'm probably cheating. In my early 20s, like 19, 20, like I was definitely cheating. I'm just being real. I was probably gonna cheat, but like after like 25, you know, got a little older, understand, you know, the mental of a woman, definitely the mental. I definitely would, you know, try to figure it out and stick around and see what's going on with her.
Okay, what about you, OG?
I wouldn't be able to do that because more so of the fact that if I like you and I feel like our souls are connecting and we have more of a bond, I would want to have sex with you even more. So I wouldn't be able to do that.
What about you?
I think we would be cool, but I'm a big like friend zone type of dude. So it's like we could be cool, we could be friends for a while, and it's kind of like by the time we kind of actually like get together, we probably would have known what it's like. So if you're a virgin, I would have known like, all right, I'm not gonna really be here that long for this. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, cool. Not stating it in that way, but we could be friends. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna press you, and it's like I'll probably be over here and go do what I want to do. I'm honest like that because it's like, and the reality is, why waste your time?
That's respect.
Because it's like I'm probably gonna go and do what I want to do anyway. And it's like,
what about women? Would y'all date a virgin?
Hell no.
I would. I would.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be so sexual. It'll just be.
I have dated a virgin in high school. I mean, of course, it's not the same, but you know.
Yeah.
What about dating a virgin at 29?
Yeah.
Yes.
And would you even believe him?
There's that
I don't
piece
think I
too.
would.
But then you can kind of tell.
Rare.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Very, they're very
quirky.
Yeah. Straight square.
Wow.
For lack of a better term.
If you meet one, let me meet him. I'm trying to see what's up.
Octagon-ish.
I know.
But I think he would be probably the kind of guy that's like super sweet, super goofy, you know.
But ladies don't like sweet guys that much.
That's not true. Why do y'all think that?
Y'all don't like sweet guys.
Can you tell us why you guys think
y'all
that?
don't like sweet guys.
I agree.
I believe in the love languages, folks.
I just think if the guy's too sweet, y'all just gonna just get turned off by it. Like you gonna be like, flowers again.
No,
that's a lie.
Give them to me while I'm alive. Thanks.
I think you're getting confused. I feel like us as women, we want our guy to check another dude. Like I want to know, like he gonna have my back. That's what we want. That's what we want.
Okay.
But we do want you to give us flowers and come in and be like, oh, baby, here's a dinner set up.
Want a balance, a whole balance.
Yeah, exactly.
What show was I watching and the guy and they was like, this, you just too nice. Like I forgot what show I was watching, but it was like, you're just too nice. I don't think
because we don't want our guy to get ran over. I want you to stand your ground. I want you to stand your ground. I want like other niggas not to know, like, don't mess with him.
Yeah, true.
But then also, you want to have that guy to look at you and be like, I respect you enough to show you that I can be sensitive to your needs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like behind closed doors. Or even in person.
Public,
like, open up the door or pull out your chair.
Hey, hold
like,
my purse. I'm trying on
purse.
shoes right now.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Shout out to my babe, he do that.
You need to give me a hard time about holding my purse.
No.
Yeah.
Give me a hard time about holding my purse.
You say give you a hard time?
She
Still
like,
do
dare
it,
you.
but give me a hard time.
Like,
I'll
yeah,
be
so you
good
know he
about
ain't
it.
funny.
I'm weak.
Give me a hard time.
Or even joke around with it and be like, Sweetie, I think this is cuter on me. You know, like, as a joke, obviously.
No.
Because if you could do that,
Y'all know the funny thing though?
That is hilarious.
thank you.
No.
What?
I'm not holding no purse.
Yeah, no, that's the funny thing about it. I was like, I think I'm anti like holding
Right,
purse.
I'm
'cause,
not
like,
holding
this
a
the first-
purse.
Like I've never done it in my life. Like,
It's
What?
literally just like,
I'll go to the store and buy the
um,
tampons, but I'm not holding
Yeah,
the
See,
purse.
do
No,
that.
I'll do
Please
that.
do
I'll
that.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to hold my
5
purse.
minutes though. Like
No.
this. Okay, so for example, it's just like at school, right? You're just like, hey, can you hold my books for a second? I had to tie my shoe. Hey, babe, can you hold my purse for a
purse and
second?
books are
I
two
gotta try my
different-
shoes on.
No, I agree with her. Like, if I'm and if I'm beside you, they should know that you ain't funny. Like,
Thank you.
Of course, you holding your purse for your girl. Like,
And then that makes
I mean,
other dudes like
no,
say,
I feel-
"Oh wow," and then other women respect you too. Like
exactly. Like, oh, that's so nice. He holding.
I
No,
can see
we're,
that.
that's not. I'm sorry, that's not what we're thinking when we see y'all holding purses.
What?
And she- and
I
she-
mean,
Maybe
like,
I'm
the
talking
girl
for
is
a
right beside
certain.
her.
Maybe I'm talking for a certain type of
I think that's
female.
you.
But maybe you got your finger on my face. Oh God. What was I saying? Oh, maybe I'm talking for a certain type of female, aka, of course, I'm talking about myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at you like, he's like a really kind of soft.
Even
Yeah.
if this girl's
I just
beside
don't.
her.
I just don't
like,
think
really?
girls
No,
like
purse.
really soft
Not. It's
dudes.
a, like he said, it's a
honestly,
balance.
I feel like
I'm
that's
old
a
school.
dynamic
balance.
thing though.
But,
Like that's kind of why.
Yeah, I
do
feel
it.
like don't hold.
No. Think about like back in the
That's
day
so-
though. That's literally, in my opinion. This is my opinion only. I speak for myself when I say this, and I'm super old school when it comes to this stuff. But back in the day, like women had these huge jackets and all these gorgeous, accoutrements to their ensembles. So it was normal for a man to say, "Can I help you with something while you fix yourself?"
Right.
Yo, you.
I don't understand.
And I don't want my purse
Before
to
you
touch the
go,
ground.
you know what? I was talking to my boys in the group chat. I've never seen a guy actually put his jacket down over a puddle. That's not real life.
Nah.
That's not real life, yo.
I never seen that in my
That's not real life.
My see,
That's not real
maybe
life.
Not
never
maybe
seen-
not in America,
Yeah.
but where my
I
parents
feel like
are from,
they
they did that kind of stuff in front of me. So maybe West Indians, they're all about that type of old school life.
Jacket over the puddle, OG.
I haven't seen it in America.
I haven't seen it in
but
America.
That makes sense though. I can see it. I don't know anything about
It's
the
not
other
a-
cultures and
I'll
stuff.
put
So
a
I
jacket
don't know.
before I hold a purse. That's what I think.
That's
Me
crazy.
personally. And I mean,
Yeah, I don't got no problem
me
holding
personally,
the
it's not-
jacket.
it's
That's
not-
cool.
Like when y'all say hold the purse, I take it as like, oh, we holding it, we walking. Like
No,
I could
no,
I'd
no,
probably
no.
do like a second, like, boom,
momentarily.
sit
I
down.
like holding my purse. It matches my outfit.
Yeah.
You know, but when it comes to like, hey, I'm clearly struggling here. Can you help me for 10 seconds?
Yeah, like
I'll freaking purse up, bro.
I like hold her purse, but it depends on how you holding it too.
It does.
You know what I'm
depend
saying?
on
Like,
arguing about
it
holding
depends on how you holding the purse. Like
Especially
if
if
she,
you look awkward
I'm not. I'm
doing it,
finna the
obviously.
purse. I'm not finna put the expensive purse on the ground. I'm not gonna
Oh,
let her do
that's
that.
definitely a
No,
no.
no.
That's
I'm
not
not
doing
doing
that.
that.
$100. Like,
Is there an applause button over
Where's
there?
your purse at?
Is there an applause button?
Where's your purse at?
Especially if he paid for that Louis Vuitton purse.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Like, why would he want that
Paid for
Louis
that
Vuitton
$300
purse?
purse? You better hold that $300 purse.
I was gonna show y'all how I hold it, but I just hold it like this. You know,
So-
I don't like.
Yeah, and he does look awkward doing it. So
Yeah, and
everybody
it's
knows
it's like
totally
30
how
seconds.
you hold it.
Like that's what I'm saying.
They
Like
gonna be
it's-
holding it
I
for
just
2
said
minutes.
momentarily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 minutes,
We're
30
not asking you
seconds.
to carry this thing around the mall.
Yeah, I'm not carrying it around the mall,
I'm trying on some
cause she know like I would get a
myself
fit if it's a little bit too long. You know what I'm saying? I don't carry it
But-
around.
yeah,
but-
because he'll hand it back to me.
But a lot of these niggas
Soon as she
wearing
done.
bags anyway around them anyway.
Hey,
That's true.
that's not
What about
not
the
me
merces?
personally.
Nobody
But
says anything about the merces.
I don't like
right?
those.
Yeah,
This
I
little
don't-
side, satchels that
Maybe
dudes
I
like
just
to
ain't been in
wear.
that.
All right.
So
Yeah, and I think that's probably what it is. Like,
All right, let's go around the room. Longest relationship you ever been in, Kayla? 2.
5 years.
5 years. 5 years.
Wow.
5.5 years. Yeah.
And from 1 to 10, how would you rate that relationship?
0. Negative 10.
That shit must have. That
Here's-
thing must have ended bad.
It wasn't a relationship. It was a codependency.
Break that down.
That's deep.
Yeah, that's different.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. Please break that
Sorry, I
down.
went there, guys.
A code of dependency.
So it wasn't.
Alexa, a code of dependency. What does that mean?
A codependency essentially is like it's a relationship with someone where they fill a need that you should only be filling for yourself and vice versa. So for example, in a relationship, in my opinion, you're supposed to be a whole person, right? So that if anything were to happen, you're still a whole person when that relationship ends. You still go right back to your normal life as you were as a human being before you got there. When it's a codependency, you literally depend on that person to fill your cup, and you're never supposed to do that. So you're basically giving them the responsibility of taking care of your heart.
Wow.
And that's something you aren't supposed to do, and then vice versa. So after a while, you're just like, well, why aren't you taking care of me? Why aren't you making me laugh? Why aren't you making me happy? Because it's not their responsibility. But you're constantly pulling on that other person, like, okay, well, I need to feel loved, so I'm gonna do this in order for her to love me that much more. Or I need to feel seen and heard, so I'm gonna do this and that so that he pays attention to me more, and blah blah blah. So it's not a relationship; it's a codependency. You're depending on that person to fill your cup, and that's not a relationship.
Got you. Wow, that was a new one on me.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, that shit real.
Wow, that shit is real. And what about you? Longest relationship?
About 2 years, and I
Word.
would give it like probably like I would give it like a 5, because I would say, and the thing I wouldn't say it was bad, but it was just like it was a lesson relationship. You feel me? So it was like it ended bad as shit. But it was just, I mean, we ain't gonna even talk about that.
Okay.
It was his fault.
No. If we be real, like, nah, it's just a lot of shit in there. You feel me? But it's more so like, I feel like, I look at relationships like lessons, for real. That's why it's a 5, because it's like, I enjoyed her at one point in time. You feel me? But it's just like, when shit got bad, So it was just like, 5. That's the answer.
Got you. Kayla, number 1.
Probably like 2.5.
Or
Yeah, I'm gonna rate it. It's on the. Let's just put it on a very low spectrum.
okay.
We'll put it on a
What
low
was some of the
spectrum.
what was some of the things that you did like about this particular person?
I haven't gotten that far in my healing process.
She didn't even know him like that though. 2 years is not that long.
Some people get married
You don't
after
even
2
know
years.
somebody.
Yeah,
like
I would
that.
never.
That's 2
I would
years is not a long
never.
time.
It's
See,
I
not.
would never.
Yeah.
Damn,
would
still in the
never.
healing process. All right. And now we back to the married people. Like we was talking off mic. OG and Kiana got married in their early 20s. Like what if y'all
Said that.
what made y'all wanna, get married so young?
You wanna go first or me? I'm the one that proposed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what I felt that made me happy.
About to
you know
make the
what I'm
whole
saying?
room melt.
And it's like I wasn't dependent on her for my happiness. It's just I felt like it was right for me to do. Not some people get married because they feel like it's the right thing to do, but that was the right thing for me to do as
That's
as
a
an
bar.
individual.
That is a bar. Damn, that's a bar.
And I just want to say, like, another thing is about me and Dante. We've been together, like, I'm going to say, like, we knew each other for, like, 5 years all together, I feel like. And probably even more than that, but that's what I remember. And we didn't even spend a week apart all together. Like, we were always together, like, attached to each other. Like, we only spent, like, 3 days apart?
I say about 2 weeks. You know,
2 weeks. It was
2 weeks.
like 2 weeks.
Like all, not
in all, yeah,
overall. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
As of the 2 weeks.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be your best.
Supposed to be your bestie.
And I
You're
think
supposed to be
another thing
soulmates.
is-
All of that.
Yeah. And I think another thing is like people think I remember like I get tired of people really quickly. Like friendships, I'm like I can't spend all day with you. I can't talk to you all the time. I get tired of people really, really quickly. But Dante, it's like we don't get tired of each other. It's like, oh, okay, he'll be on his laptop, I'll be watching TV, but we'd be right beside each other, we'd be happy. So never got tired of each other. So I don't know. That's just different. That's why when you find the right one, then
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, like it's like a lot of people that you run into that you like, and you like pieces of them. You know what I'm saying? You like shades of them, but they negatives outweigh the positives, and you can't
Take out them bars tonight.
you can't just
You
you can't fix nobody, man. And we like grew together. You know, we're developing together. Me as a man, her as a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I think I want to be 80 and say like, damn, you remember that shit we did when we was 17? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and we can tell our story together too.
yeah, exactly.
It's like
I want,
when you meet somebody later on, you gotta explain that story to them. Like, oh yeah, when I was 16, I did this, when I did that. But it's like we were already there.
Yeah.
Like even sometimes when we talk now, he'll say, oh yeah, I remember when my granddaddy did. I'm like, Dante, I was there.
yeah,
I was
I'll be
there.
forgetting.
So,
But yeah, that's just everybody got a different story.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Where's the box though?
the children.
but this is facts though.
That's
This is
so
facts.
beautiful.
Damn, Dante Papoose. God, damn. If you ever did a bid, if you ever did a bid, he got you.
Nah, I ain't nobody gonna take my baby away from me.
I'm saying if you did a bid, he gonna be right there waiting on you.
Yes, and like I said, when y'all was talking about all the good things, like men holding purses and all that stuff, like Dante does it all. Like he's a good guy.
Yeah. So I guess it's on me.
Yeah,
but you can be a good guy and not be a pushover too. Like
Right.
you gotta stand up for yourself. and
Yeah.
your
So
woman.
I got married when I was 29. We met at the club. Straight met at the club and had a good we had a good time at the club.
how you spit your game?
Please, what was the pickup line?
Yeah.
The pickup line was hey, put your number in my phone.
Are you serious?
No, you're not.
I can see Killer doing that too. I can see you doing it.
No.
So aggressive.
It was like I was like back in the day I danced with you for like 2 or 3 songs.
Wow, that was a prerequisite.
Like I danced with you and then we dancing.
He's like, no, I really wait. I dance.
We're dancing and if it's like more than 2 or 3 songs, I'm always like, yo, I'm gonna put my number in your phone. So
That's the initiation right there.
that's just initiation. So
wow.
and I've done that so many times, and I didn't never think that was gonna end up to be my wife. Like that was crazy.
So how did it get there?
How did it get there?
Show us the steps.
The steps.
Dance steps.
Right.
First starting off with the texting back and forth and all that. And then she initiated. We just were texting, dating, doing the whole thing, and then she was just like, "Hey, I think we should make this official. Like, I want to be with you." And I was in a place of healing too. I just got out of something, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to be with you too." So then we just made it happen. Then we started shacking up, and then eventually we got married. Yeah. All right.
Ooh, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
I want to say something. So, in a marriage, I feel like some single people feel like that, oh, I got to know this person to the T before I marry them or before we get together like that. Let me tell y'all going to grow and y'all going to change, be totally different people. And sometimes in a relationship, the person will realize something about you that you don't even know. Like, if I say, oh, yeah, I like the color blue. Yeah, I love the color blue. And Dante will tell me, girl, every time you buy something, it's gray. I think your favorite color is gray. You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes people think, like single people think, oh, I'm not going to marry them because I don't even know them yet. You're not Not gonna. What was that interview that they said they was? I think it Will Smith and his wife was together for 15 years, and the lady told him, "You don't even know him yet."
Wow.
And they was together for 15 years.
That's another bar.
And he said, "You don't even." The lady said, "You don't even know him yet," and that's true. You will never know somebody's full. They don't even know themselves.
I mean, but
Right.
I feel like
Could you try again?
No, go ahead. You got it.
No.
I feel like the challenge.
Oh, that's
man,
my phone. My bad. I was like, what? I was like, try again.
I feel like the challenge being single though is like not a lot of people like let you know who they are, so you can even like get that far. You feel me? Because like that's why I commend y'all being young. Cause I feel like when I was like 20, like especially the type of females I was involved with, like. What? I don't even think I knew their real name sometimes. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if you think
Foot
about
Locker.
that, yeah, right.
Oh my God!
Somebody done name they put that name in their phone as Foot Locker.
I know a girl that worked at Foot Locker.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, like you gotta think about it. Like
That's
so it's like
real though.
But and that's what go back to what Kayla said, like with the whole like hookup culture thing. Like it's I mean I don't that part is cool. But it's like everything else that come with it kind of adds the domino effect of like why the divorce rate's so high. You feel me? Because it's like you don't want to like if you can't let me know your favorite color and let me know that it's gonna change in 3 months, why should I fuck with you? You see what I'm saying?
What's the longest y'all ever been? I'm sorry. What's the longest y'all ever stay mad at each other?
We don't.
An hour?
An
hour,
hour?
2 hours.
We don't.
I mean,
It be over-
I mean, when we was in high school, yeah, overnight, 2 days,
It
maybe.
really
You know what I'm
overnight.
saying? Like,
You dramatic.
you know what I'm saying? Like a night without texting, and then morning time.
Yeah, then we
What's
talking
up?
to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
That's true. But that was in high school though. Yeah.
So even in y'all married life, y'all don't
No, the only thing we argue about is food.
food?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Me and
That's
Dante
it?
has the same mindset. It's like we the same person. So like we'll be in a room, like we in the room with y'all, right? And somebody do something crazy, and we'll look at each other and we be like, like we'll be laughing, and we'll talk about it later. Be like, you see when, but we already know what each other is thinking, so it's funny. Like we got inside jokes to the max. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Now back to the room. Y'all believe in soulmates?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Love at first sight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Love is love. You can't put love in a box the same way you can't put God in a box, and God is love, right?
So why would you say? Why would you believe in love at first sight?
I think your soul was here before you were. So I think that your soul recognizes something that it's either seen before, loved before, or something that knows that it's for it. Does that makes any sense? It's really easy to have. I always tell people, I'm like, it's really easy to have a human experience. It's the being part that we struggle with because we're human beings. But it's one of those things where I'm like, if your soul knows and everything else kind of takes a little bit to catch up, what do you do with that? Do you just sit there with it and be like, like, what am I supposed to do with this? Or do you just kind of like, okay, clearly this isn't just me. This isn't just up here. This is not a part of my human experience. My being is being pulled towards this individual. In some way,
I
shape,
like
or
that.
form.
Yeah,
I really
I just
like that perspective.
Like,
Yes.
But then
That's very-
I feel like love at first sight. I feel like that has a lot to do. When I think of it, I feel like it has a lot to do with looks.
I agree.
Like,
a lot of people, maybe.
Nah, when love at first sight is more like conversation, just
I
like
thought sight was your eyes.
Yeah.
exactly.
Sight
Honestly,
is your
OT,
eyes, so it's what you're seeing, not what
I think
you're
it's when
hearing.
you look in that
Right.
person's eyes and they be like,
Yeah.
I fuck with you. That's like,
You recognize some. It's almost like it's strange, but it's familiar.
No, it's
You're just like-
no, it's physical. It's attraction.
Exactly.
It's pheromones. It's hormones. It's
No,
I agree.
not a
That's a
soul.
hard
It's
one.
not a soul connection. Love at first sight is, in my opinion, it's not a soul connection.
Exactly. You don't even know their name yet.
You don't know anything
Meaning,
about
I
them.
guess with my definition of love at first sight, it was like it doesn't take 5 years to figure out whether or not you love somebody. It could be within the first 24 hours that you've spent with that person. And you're just
You didn't
like,
fall in love with
wow.
me when you looked
You
into
know?
my eyes. You didn't fall in love with me when you looked into my eyes.
No, that's why I said I don't believe in love at first sight. Because when I first seen you, I was like, oh, he tall, he cute. That's what I thought. Like,
But
Attraction.
honestly,
yeah.
I believe in it, but I just believe in it differently, I guess. Like, I believe it's like when you're looking at personalities, like, you know, like, all right, cool. Like, that's somebody that I could fuck with long term, or like somebody I could fuck with down the road. Because, like, I got friends that's like that. Like, people that I've made eye contact with, and they be like, yo, like, all right, cool. We connected, we linked up, and it was just like, yo, great ass relationship. And I'm talking about across like male and female. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about friendship wise, because love is different.
What happened with me and you when I met you?
And that's why we usually gonna like that ass. Like when I first.
That's because
met
she
her,
has nice eyes.
No, I mean, but we made contact though. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it was
Love at first sight.
Proving the point. Proving the point.
Love at first sight.
Proving the point. Come on.
And I feel like
What you
it's a
say when she was on the
recognition
phone?
I mean, no, keep it a band. It was like I looked at her and it was like I knew I had to talk to her.
Did we
So
make,
it's
a,
like,
did we make a connection
Exactly.
tonight?
and it was just like, all right, if I knew I had to talk to her, then it was just like, what pushed me there? That's what made me as a man. You see what I'm saying? Because like being curious, you got to think about it. If I look in your eyes and it's something that made me want to talk about more, what is that?
And it only
You know
takes
what
me,
I'm
what, 5 seconds to open my mouth to shut him off, right?
Right.
To completely be like, oh, she ain't shit. You know what
Yeah. And
She
like,
cute,
That's
but
true.
that's it. Like,
But I feel like people could adapt their personalities too to meet somebody else. I call them chameleons. Like when I say, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Well, have you ever met somebody and around certain people they one person, and then around other people they're like totally different?
I always say when you first meet somebody, that's like their representative. Like that ain't who they really are.
Yeah, that's what they want you to know.
That's what they just want you to be. Like get to know somebody, then the real person eventually comes out, and then you like, that's the real killer.
And that
TV.
goes by with staying with somebody, like shacking up too. So
Yeah.
you believe in that?
Oh,
you shack
yeah.
Every single day.
Yeah,
Yes, definitely.
we my wife kicked me out like
Definitely.
twice before we got married.
Really?
Yeah, because I couldn't get my stuff together. I couldn't get it together, and then it was like it's hard living with somebody. Like it's definitely hard living with somebody. That is not easy.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
For me,
It's not.
it is.
It's
Y'all
not
just
easy.
got it right. That's all.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
all.
okay. Me and Dante like, oh, we
Y'all
can't
just got it
relate.
right.
It's not easy living with somebody. It takes a lot. You know what I mean? Some people are a little cleaner than the other person, so you know. So
It's in your space.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not for
your
the shack.
space.
I'm not for the shacking up before marriage. Like I tried it, not my thing. Like I did it one time, one and done.
So you'll get married
I
before you
appreciate that.
Yeah,
How you gonna know how they are when
Same.
you
I mean,
live with them
'cause
every single
I'ma come to
day
your
for
crib,
the
you
rest
gonna
of
come to
your
my
life?
crib.
I guess to
You
me, that's like part of the journey, right? That's
Exactly.
discovering the person, right?
We need to live together for at least a year. I
Wow.
gotta know.
But this the thing
Tried the
though.
whole
But you
cohabitation
letting-
thing, and it's not fun.
Y'all kind
But
of
you
live.
let-
I mean, I have to, and if I hadn't have did what I did and lived with him, I would have known what I've known.
But this the thing.
Because you can
though.
keep more secrets when you're not around each other 24 hours out the day.
Right, but you got to think about it like this. You're gonna sleep there a lot. You're gonna sleep at they spot a lot. Y'all
No,
gonna sleep at each other's
no. If I have
spot.
my own apartment and I'm paying the bills at my apartment, I'm gonna be in my apartment.
I mean, well, I don't know. Maybe I just be on different types.
That's why I say I'm a different type. I feel like sometimes I'm a different type of female because I'm not gonna be at my dude house 24 hours out the day when I'm paying bills at another spot.
So you feel like that you should live together before you get married?
Yeah, I have to know what we're getting.
But
what
how
I'm
do you
getting
feel about
myself
like
into.
giving him the whole cake when
like
he only need a slice?
what you mean as far as sex or just?
So I feel like if you lived with a man, you giving him
That is
everything.
marrying. That
Yeah.
is marriage.
No, I'm not.
If
Yeah,
you
that's
move in.
definitely.
You know what I mean? I mean, when you live with a man, like it's kind of like playing house.
It is.
Yeah.
It's exactly
It's
playing
dead ass
house.
that.
It's not
And
even
it's like
nothing
you
but
giving him
that.
a test trial before he
Mhm.
put a ring on it. And when you doing that, it's like, why would he put a ring on it?
Because it's
I
not
feel
going
like
to be forever.
you
Because
give him
after
the
that
cow.
1 year, I'm
What is
out
it?
about to get to my own apartment. Because like I said earlier, I need my own space. So I can't be confined with just one person in my space for that long period of time. I think you said that earlier too.
So
So for a year trial period, and then all right, we're about to go our separate ways, and then when it's time to get married, we'll come back.
So do y'all believe we all grown in here? Do y'all believe like I have sex on the first night?
It's possible.
Well, I know in people's stories they did have sex on the first night and they got married too.
I
Yeah,
heard
that's what
many
I'm
of
saying.
stories
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Depends on the
person, I feel like.
situation.
Yeah.
I feel like
Depends on
that's
person.
a individual type thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm clingy AF.
Right.
So I already know we're not.
Agreed, me too.
Because I already know I'm gonna go crazy. Oxytocin's gonna be pumping in my body. I'm gonna think that we're soulmates. Hey, I know me.
It's an energy
I know
exchange.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, thank you, Kayla. That's exactly what it is.
What?
And I know
I missed
me.
it.
Sexual
Energy
energy
It's an
exchange.
energy exchange. And I don't want to think that, because you made me feel good here,
it's gonna be
everything
forever.
else is gonna feel good too through my chakras. No.
Right.
I just think it take honesty for real for it to work. If you have a conversation with the person that's like y'all talk about what happens and understand what happened, that it was an action, not really where y'all at, then it's kind of like you good. You feel me? Because it's like y'all know that it was sex, but as people, we still got to get to know each other. You see what I'm saying? We just like doing that one thing together. You feel me? I would marry a girl if she could just tell me that and be like, all right, cool, we could have sex here and there, or if she let me know like eventually. Like,
so you think
you gotta have that conversation
cuddy buddies or just?
Yeah, honestly I feel like those a lot of times for real.
Can those happen without like catching feelings?
No.
I think those turn into those marriages that you have later in life. You see what I'm saying? Like when somebody get divorced one time and then come back and pop up with that second marriage out of nowhere, that was their cuddy buddy from back when they was like 21, 22. You see what I'm saying?
Facts. Buddies.
Yes.
Yeah, like you got to think about it like that. Like that's the real logic. They go back to where they was comfortable at.
And then have you ever met a person that's later on in life and they always talk about that one girl? Yeah. Like back in their 20s.
The girl that got away?
Yeah. Exactly. They always But they always talk, and they're married to a whole different woman. It's like, why are you talking about this woman?
Like complete opposite.
Yeah.
Like
flip switch.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, man, I remember this one.
Yeah.
They call them broads. I remember this one broad. Back
in the day, they call them broads.
You know, back in the day, they call them broads. They do call them broads. Look, Kim was like, oh yeah, I do call them broads back in the day. He offended.
Are you triggered?
I know.
He like, how do you know my life?
Anyway.
Facebook Live.
Y'all wild.
That is funny.
But I just think in marriages, man, it's just, it is a roller coaster ride. Like it's a lot of ups, it's a lot of downs. Even in relationships, like it's not gonna always just stay the same. So sometimes you do end up looking backwards sometimes when you should be looking forward towards the future and the bigger and better things. So I definitely struggled with that in the earlier days in my marriage. Just like, damn, is she the one?
But see, I just feel like you're gonna have the same problems with the next girl.
Fear of mine. You doubting? And we already married? Oh,
God. It's like buyer's
remorse. It's like,
God, that's why I'm not signing papers.
Return it.
No,
I'm not signing
that's why they say like the first few years is the hardest. Like, the first few years of marriage is definitely the hardest because you're gonna be thinking like.
But what's the difference from when y'all was together 3, 5, 10, 15 years before that versus y'all are
because them paperwork,
Okay, so
that paperwork make a difference, man. That paperwork. When we gotta file each other on taxes.
So like my face is how I'm feeling. Like
the paperwork, man. Paperwork.
What do you mean? Okay, so I know what goes into the papers, but like.
As in,
I don't
what
know,
if you don't
man.
have? So what if there were no papers?
It's scary.
What if there were no papers?
Because
I'm not signing any papers.
If there was no papers, it wouldn't even matter.
You scared of the room?
You said what?
If it was no papers, it wouldn't scare you that much if it was no papers. Right, it's like, I don't know.
Yes, it would.
So
I think the word marriage.
So is
that's what I think.
I think marriage is the word marriage just scares a lot of men.
Yeah, the word marriage is scary.
It's a bad stigma on it.
But what is it? Is it the commitment or the legality behind it? Because you keep saying
it's a little bit of both. Because like, damn, if y'all break up, then you gotta.
It's like
go,
official.
You gotta go through all of this,
and
then
you gotta start off.
Why are you thinking about the doubt?
Why is it right? Because that's doubting your marriage and doubting the woman that you chose.
I think people are more afraid for like their future children and money and stuff. That's what I hear a lot from people that just they doubt it off bat or going into it. They don't even want to touch it because of that. And like the thing with the dude the Amazon dude, he gave her like 40. Yeah, like everything. So people are scared of that.
But let me make this. But let me make.
If you in love.
But let me make this clear.
But was she with him before he got it?
Yeah, and then
I thought.
Exactly. Yeah.
Was you shooting with me in the gym, right?
Yeah.
But let me make this clear. I'm very happy, and I know I made the right decision.
Well, of course.
Yes, I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Shout out to Killer Wife.
Shout out to my wife and my children and the whole nine. Thank you. All right, now as we continue on this journey, what is a perfect first date to you, Kayla? Perfect.
I know, right? That's all girls.
And then we're gonna jump on. Then we're gonna jump on to the guy to see what would make him have. What would he do for a perfect date?
Perfect first date. He would have to be intentional.
Break down intentional.
Intentional meaning you came up with a plan. you've actually thought this thing out. You've taken time to sit down and say, okay, you don't even have to do like, I don't even want you to spend money. Even if it's like, you made me a PJ and PB&J sandwich, and you cut the corners off, and you made a, cucumber salad. You planned a space for us to sit in a place that I like, and it's not even about the money. It's like, how much thought did you put into this, sir?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Exactly.
Because as a woman, I like details. Mm-hmm. So how much thought did you put in this? How much time did you spend thinking about this?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I think guys get that confused too. They always feel like we want the money. Like, we want a big date. Like, no, that ain't what it's about.
I do that for myself weekly. What are we talking about? Yes. You want to take me out to eat? I do that every Friday.
Right.
I need you to be a little bit more original.
Yeah. Anybody could take me out to eat.
But not even like a lot of people or a lot of dudes are so wrapped up in, oh, well, I don't have that much and I don't have a lot of time and blah, blah.
They don't want to think. They don't want to think. They don't want to think outside the box. They don't want to think about anything other than what they got going on
here like
right there.
Mm-hmm. Google it, bruh. Like, if you really are creative, because a lot of people will be like, well, I don't really know.
I was like, I'm soaking this up.
Get your Googles on.
I was like,
first Google, Pinterest.
Get these coins right here.
Pinterest, Google, everything. YouTube.
That's serious? Thank you. There's way too many resources for you to be like, well, I don't know what to do. Like, that's a little out of my realm.
Like, you'd rather get that piece of booty on the side and just do that and keep pushing.
Because
girls like that are difficult. They throw that out there.
We're high maintenance, right?
High maintenance.
No, we're called difficult.
I got a question. What is the difficult part about what y'all saying?
We don't know. We're trying to figure it out.
Okay, all right.
But that would be the perfect date.
Perfect date.
Oh yeah, that's what we was talking about.
See how I just brought that back? We landed that plane right there.
Yes. And what would you do? What would be your play for a perfect date, my brother?
Honestly, like that's why I was taking in what they were saying, because like I'm real conversational based. Like I tell people, I hold off.
Like where would you go? Like where would you
go?
Like
to a lake in a conversation.
Word.
I mean, like when I say that, like it's because me personally, like I save stuff for girlfriends type of thing. So like dates, I believe it's for my girlfriend. So if we dating, you not my girlfriend. So it's kind of like I tell people talking and dating the same thing. You feel me? So it's like when we dating, I'm trying to get to know you. So I could do that with a conversation. By a lake, we could chill, probably do extracurricular activities. You feel me? Don't know who this man. And then call it a day. You see what I'm saying? Like have a conversation over everything, and we'd be good. You feel me? Like other than that, dates, that's too much. Cause dates come with expectation. Like you want me to be your boyfriend after that. Like if I don't know if I don't like you based on that conversation, then.
So if you're talking to somebody, do you have somebody on the side? Since you said talking and dating is the same thing.
No, okay, what you mean exactly?
Like if you talking to somebody, are you talking to other people? Are you talking to her and you talking to her?
Right, because why wouldn't you just go ahead and date that person? That's the only person you're talking to.
Why they ain't your girlfriend?
Nah, primarily because you gotta think about it. You gotta think about like this in phases. Like prime example, it's the option of, so it would show you what I would rather do opposed to what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? Like prime example.
So that means you don't care, which means I don't need to be in your face.
No, not at all. Like prime example, if I'm choosing to talk to one girl, I have the option to talk to other females.
So that's not dating, I don't think.
That's dating. Like if you talk about the guys that's talking about like the brides, like dating back in the day, you could date like multiple females. You picking out of the selection who is going to be your
title, because once you get the title,
it's like once you get the title, then it's like all right, cool. You the only one that I'm taking out on dates. Like everybody else used to come to this spot. Like nah, you the only one. This your spot now. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So I feel like that's the phase that our generation kind of skipped, and that's the phase I like to incorporate, because it's like if we can talk and have a conversation, like. I could talk to different girls and be conversing with 3 girls at one time. Ultimately, the girl that I'm going to hang out with is going to be the one that keeps my attention the most. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like, I could be texting all 3 of y'all. They'll probably text me while I'm with her. The level of our relationship going to go based on where we go from that relationship. Do she know about them? You see
what if the girl that you really feeling, she feels some type of way that the other girl texting you?
I mean,
what if she only talking to you?
Right. Now we can have a conversation about that. That's what.
But what if you really wasn't feeling her like that?
I mean, then you're going to have a conversation about that. You see what
I'm saying? What if you feeling her, right? And that's the girl that you really want to be with, right? Yeah. But you texting another girl, and she found out about it, and she's like, oh, fuck you, I'm done with you.
Okay. Then
and you missed out on her. Okay. Now she one of them bras.
Bet. Now she one of them bras. We got two, now we got the other two selection right here that possibly would have been contenders. Let's like you eliminate yourself out the race. You see what I'm saying?
See,
I respect
it's a game. That's why I'm chilling.
No,
it's not really a game.
It's not really a game. It's just about finding who you sync up with.
It's a game.
That's not a
They be
game,
trying to make it sound all.
It's not a game.
No, it's straight at the foundation of it all.
I mean, to be
It's
fair,
a
Kayla,
game.
if you're
No.
dating, if I'm dating, it's not just gonna be one dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's what I'm saying.
Multiple. If you
I'm
want to take me
different.
out
Like,
to
no.
food to get food, and you want to get to know me, that is considered. And you want to call it a date. Don't be mad at the next sir that says, "Hey, I want to know. You intrigue me. I want to take you out and listen to you for a second."
Right there.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm getting a
Yeah.
female, and B, you're getting what you want. You're getting to know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what?
And sometimes that helps the guy step up to the next level too.
Thank you.
Knowing that somebody else want her, and it's like, oh damn, I need.
Why
to
does
step my
they?
game up.
Why should I put all of my
Like,
eggs in one basket if Sir just sat there and said, "Hey, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket"? That's the whole point of dating. Like, to
I thought that was the whole point of dating as well.
To
Like,
kind of figure out.
to
But
figure out. Yeah.
Now, if you're out there,
do
giving
that,
it to everybody, then you're just, that's a
You
whole
just
nother
gotta be
word for
honest
that.
about it.
But
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
where
can you be
we
honest
laugh.
about it? Like,
That's where
are
we
you
laugh.
fucking anybody else? Are you
Yeah.
sleeping with
And they
anybody
gonna
else?
but then that can in and of
see, that's
itself is
healing.
completely
Too personal.
It
It's like, why are you
goes-
asking
it
me?
crosses
It's like-
the dating line.
Like, why do you need to know all that?
Yeah, I'm single. What are you
It
doing?
crosses
Yeah.
the dating line. If you wanna be exclusive in that way, then be exclusive in that. But that's no longer talking, right? That's relationship type stuff.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
It's black and white. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I just
Yeah.
think it's a matter of like the truth, just like we saying, like honesty, everything like that. If you keep it honest as to what you want, your intentions, you should be good. You feel me? Dating or not. You feel me? Whether you want, just like you said, if you wanted to get to know me, then it's like, all right, cool, let's go on a date. That was my choice. The conversation was the date. We both want.
Yeah.
I got free food. You got to know me. Like, everything's great.
Yeah, that up.
And Kayla, what would be your ideal of a great first date?
Let me think.
Stage in that sense.
I was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
yes.
she's like, we gotta.
Because I need to
Santo.
all of that.
All
But no,
things.
in real life, I want to go like like the stars.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take me somewhere where I can see the stars, it's like in real, like without all the street lights and the light pollution.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice. Nice little blanket. I like food, so if you food like wings, chips, snacks, whatever. If you want to cook something special, that's cool. Oh, so can
Oh,
I need a little
Taking
speaker
notes.
because I like music, so we need to have that and conversation. Like Jack said, like I love to talk. Like
Best
if you can't hold a
conversations.
conversation with me about the stuff that
Yes.
we can connect on, like not all this other outside stuff. Like what can me and you connect on? Just you and me.
gotcha.
Forget everything else right now. Like let's be each other's piece real quick. That's
All
what
right.
that's
And over to the married folks. What's still a good date for y'all? Like a still a solid date.
Oh, you tell them when you asked me out at the lake.
But I'm saying like just in your real life now, like a solid date that makes you still happy. And
Oh, we going on a double date with another married couple on Friday. Sipping paint.
I won't respond
You know
to
what I'm
that.
saying? Like it's something different. Cause we went for her birthday like last month, and she really liked it. She said she wanted to go back. So I can't paint. You know what I'm saying? But I had fun.
Right.
So
I got a date night.
Trying different things. That's
Right.
Trying different things.
And me-
always try different stuff.
And me personally, I'm more of an outdoor person. Like I like zip lining and like going like adventurous, like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Traveling, we travel
Yeah,
all the
travel.
time.
Right, like stuff like that. Because
Originality.
we've been together 10 years, been married.
That's real.
Y'all gotta keep it.
Got married in 2014. So what's that?
Oh, you gotta think about it.
6 years. 6 years. I'm just not good with math sometimes. So yeah. So it's just keeping it spicy and all that, and having date nights and having children all at the same time. So it can be quite tough sometimes. So just making time and making way. So we coming to the end of this podcast. We got 5 minutes left. Before we get out of here, anything else y'all any more advice y'all want to give to the single people out here,
On
or the
Valentine's
couples, Let's start with the couples. Any advice would y'all give to other young couples going through marriage or just dating at a young age?
Don't let other people influence like what you got going on in your heart.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Got you.
like I almost went out and did what people always say, like the stereotype. You know what I'm saying? Young male, 20-something, you supposed to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't believe that. Even my dad told me, like, you don't have to do that. You know,
Right.
prove nothing to nobody else.
Absolutely.
Like, if that's not really what you want to do. So just do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And live your life and travel. You know what I'm saying? Travel, get to know yourself, like she was saying earlier. If you're not
Right.
ready for that, you know what I'm saying? And put the facade down, like my brother over here said earlier. Like, get to know people.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's you wasting time if you just
Right.
like putting on the facade the whole time. So
Absolutely.
Blocking your blessings at that point.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that person could really be for you, but you over here listening to your homeboys like, oh no, dude, you need to go over here and do that. Little do you know they jealous of you and they want your girl.
Right.
Then they slide in the DMs when it's over.
Exactly.
They be complaining on Twitter
Right.
about not having a relationship.
Exactly.
Like,
memes.
yeah,
They be
like-
posting the memes.
Like,
And they really want what you got, trying to destroy what you got. So you gotta be careful. People be jealous of what you got, and you over there listening to them and they destroying it. But that's all about having your mindset. Like,
Keep love alive. Me personally, if you got somebody that you want to make memories with, like if you got that person that you just like, yo, I love making memories with you, like that's worth keeping to me. And that's what and with my wife, we have made so many dope memories. Sometimes I just, like with Instagram now, I see like a lot of people delete a lot of their pictures, because I guess when people go to the Instagram, they just want to get to the point and see exactly what they got going on. But I love keeping all my stuff on my Instagram, because I love scrolling all the way back and seeing all the dope memories that me and my wife has made together since I had my Instagram. And I did that just the other day, and I was like, damn, we have done a lot of dope stuff together. And so I'm like, man, that was like, that kind of reeled me back in, like, we got it.
Y'all make y'all bond stronger too if you experience stuff together.
Definitely makes our bond stronger. And to y'all, any advice for the other people out here dating and doing all that good stuff?
Oh, what's the biggest lesson you learned being single?
Yeah.
That's how we gonna end it off.
Biggest lesson that I've learned is
great question.
Self-discovery is key in your single season. That in and of itself will take up the space. Having a relationship with yourself first will make it almost, it's not necessarily easier, but you'll go into a relationship with more understanding, because you know why, if you'll recognize whether or not you're reacting to the situation or from like a historical situation. You tend to heal when you spend time with yourself.
Absolutely.
And you not just heal. I know that's like a catchword this year, but you just,
I mean, that's what it is, though.
Yeah.
you discover the different layers. You heal the little girl or the little boy that's in there, and then you grow from there. You fill up your own cup. That's like the best part.
I would say biggest lesson is take your time with things, primarily because it's like, I feel like as a guy, like we kind of match the gas on everything. And especially like when we single, like it's especially living as a young black man in America, I feel like we kind of look at things in life as we got to get it quicker than everybody else, because we got to kind of work 10 times as hard. So it kind of like relationships kind of suffer in that sense when it comes to like dating in the dating world for black men. So I feel like being single teaches you to slow down and realize where you at, so that you can appreciate what you got when it's coming in. You feel me? Because it's like sometimes you working 2 jobs, but then when you ain't got nobody to go lay with, that's the issue. You know what I mean? And it's like you don't think about that until it's like that check coming in and
you ain't got nobody to spend it with.
Yeah. All right, man. I hope everybody enjoyed this conversation, and hopefully somebody got something from it and enjoyed this conversation. Bess Conversations Podcast, episode 17. Before I get out here, I want to thank everybody for coming in here. Kayla, she was like, why you didn't ask me?
No, she told me. She gave me the sign, so I was like,
It's
okay.
almost 10:30.
Yeah.
Gotta go to work in the morning.
Yeah. I'm cutting it off. I'm definitely cutting it off. So, but everybody introduced their
Instagrams.
social media and all that good stuff.
Hashtag Indigo Belai Fit, INDIGO BHALAIFIT.
Radio extraordinaire.
You dig? Hey, it's your boy Jack Griff, Most Wanted Radio. Y'all can follow the page, follow the team, and follow me, King Coolio. That's KYNGJULIO. Hey, and got a paint and chill coming up like in March for y'all.
Oh, tap in. We following you for sure. We gonna get that when we before we leave.
All right. You can follow me at Janae_me. Also follow Black Dollar. Make sure you register your Black-owned businesses on our website. Follow us on Instagram at official Black Dollar. Our website is www.blackdollar.ninja. Also, I produce Chilling with Miss B Nicole. Make sure you follow her at B Nicole 2K19. Follow our YouTube page, Miss B Nicole. Keep a lookout. We got interviews coming, shows coming. Also, we got a show coming with Mr. Millie McJagger soon. So make sure you stay tuned to his page. Stay tuned to Killer's page. Stay tuned to my page for all the updates.
Please subscribe to my YouTube, man.
Ooh,
if you're watching this, please
please.
subscribe.
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 Please hold on. One more thing. Sorry.
Go ahead. Plug.
All of it. Business Block is coming back really, really soon. Make sure you stay tuned. That's it.
Hey, it's OG Dynasty NC on everything. OG, DY, Nasty NC. And follow me and my wife on our YouTube channel at Pair. That's PAIIR. And you want to give y'all Instagram?
Yeah. So my personal Instagram is her finest goal on Instagram. Follow and tap in.
Yeah, man. Again, man, thank y'all for checking out another edition of Best Conversations Podcast. Keep God first, and everything else will work itself out. All right, man. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Look out for that B-Dot interview coming next week as well. Best Conversations Podcast. Peace.